Welcome back to another episode of the Bolton RTG Career Mode here on FC24, where we sit 20th halfway through the league, first year in the league, in the Premier League. That was a mumble of words, but yep, there we are. Last episode, we started off in December. We quick simmed against Aston Villa. That was a loss as expected. We played against Norwich. Unfortunately, we couldn't beat Norwich, so we drew to them. We got a point there. Then we got a point to Brighton, surprisingly, after drawing that, kind of going back and forth. 1-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. And then Brentford was up 2-0 for about 70 minutes of the game. And in those last 20 minutes, Brentford turned on a switch and scored 3 unanswered to give us a loss. And then, as expected, we obviously lost to City and United as well there. We now sit 20th in the league. Today we have Luton, Mansfield, and Leeds United. All must-win games and all winnable games. Leeds United is the last team that we beat in the Premier League. We lost to Luton straight after that. Mansfield in the FA Cup should be a relatively easy game. We have $3 million in the transfer budget to try and bring in any loan deals. I don't know how well we can do that, but we'll see what we can possibly do on the transfer market. It's looking like we're going to have to sell and get rid of Fontanarasa, though, because he has been wanting to be sold forever. And it's looking like Reggie Cannon might be gone as well. We're going to have to sign him up on a new deal. And I just realized Bonnie, the striker, might be going back, and he isn't going back. Wow, that is surprising. That is surprising that he's not going back. But we have a scout report starting off with Homeland, England, 425K. No, it's looking like we're going to get nothing here from England. 3 more months left for them. And then the last scouting report for Brazil and Lithuania. And Lithuania, we're not going to get anything from them. Brazil, we are not going to get anything from them. We send one more scout out to Australia, and we send a scout out to Spain for the next 3 months. And here we go. We're jumping straight into Luton. I want shopping on the market. Honestly, nothing really is there for us. I don't really know. I don't know where to look. I don't know what to do. I don't really know what we need, to be honest. And Francisco now, can he cut inside and look to find Florian Balogun? And Florian Balogun will find the back of net, and Bolton will take the lead here against Luton Town. I would celebrate, but I've taken the lead in the last 3 games I played. Francisco, a heavy touch, looking to get away from the defender. Another heavy touch to get even more space. And Francisco will cut inside and will find the back of net, and Bolton 2, Luton 0. Hopefully this won't turn into a Brentford game where we get 3 unanswered goals. But at the moment, we're 2-0 up here and staring down the win. Our first win since October. Can't find Balogun, and it's looking like we're going to go halftime at 2-0 up here. Maybe one more chance for Luton Town to get one back, but Avias will block that out. And Francisco Conchayo, if he can get up the field and not go backwards, referee. Referee, you got to allow that. I made it that far up the field, but 2-0 at the break. Iracunda, Bergval, Balogun, he got it off a loose ball, and Florian Balogun will make it 3. Bolton and Luton Town are in trouble here. They're about to lose to a team that hasn't won since mid-October. Out wide towards Bergval, crossed in, and for Francisco, and the small man will get the ball into the back of the net. A diving header at that. Call him a flying squirrel. It's 4-0 to Bolton, and we're going to pick up our first win since mid-October. Last time we played against Luton, they scored 4 against us, but we also scored 2 against them this time. We scored 4, they have scored none. Wrench now on the attack. Wrench for Luton. Kashioka, he destroyed us last time. He's going to get 1 back for Luton. This ain't going to be Brentford where we just concede 4. We change our front 3 for Blake Norton and Bonnie, as well as Ethan and Wari on for Bergval. And obviously, I don't know if I said it or showed it, but we also brought on Cannon for Bogle. That was earlier on, though. And that is game over. Bolton win. It's a new calendar year. It's a new time for Bolton. We pick up our first 3 points, our first win since mid-October. Now we got to move this momentum against Mansfield in the FA Cup and then Leeds United in the Premier League to do the double over Leeds United. That'd be great. I don't know who's walking out. It's Reggie Cannon. I thought I just gave him a new deal. I guess I didn't. He'll be leaving at the end of the season. Thought I gave him a new deal. I guess I didn't. We have a couple options here on the short list. We have a free agent in Kenzo Guzman. I think I kind of want to buff up my midfield just a little bit. I'm not really looking for permanent signings because I obviously can't afford permanent signings. However, this guy could be a permanent if we bring him in. We have Casati, who's a young Chelsea talent here. We have Gardner Hickman, who is in the championship. We have Yunus Musa, who is in the championship. We could look to loan him for half a season, bring him up to the Premier League, and hopefully try and rescue us from the Premier League. And if all else fails, he can go back to championship with Burnley and probably actually get relegated with Burnley as well and come be in the Premier League next season anyway. And then Sorensen. All these guys are loanable. I spent, I've been recording for 45. I spent the last 15 looking for midfielders that I can actually loan in. These were the 4 that I kind of just cracked up on that was actually available to loan in. So I think we try Yunus Musa to bring him in because let's go actually look at Burnley in the league real quick. Burnley are currently sitting 3rd in the championship, so they are doing good. So I think we bring in Yunus Musa because he's having a great season there. I think he can have a great half of a season at Bolton to try and get us safe from relegation. So unsackable, but still sackable within the coding of the game. Well then, we got fired. This isn't going to happen though. We will come back. I will still be the Bolton manager. I can get myself the job back. But for now, we got fired. We'll come back and, yeah, hopefully, yeah, okay, cool. All my players are gone in the youth academy, though. That's the only bad thing. All my players are gone in the youth academy. Well, yeah, we got fired. We're now back at Bolton, by the way. I did just give myself back the job. Unfortunately, all of our youth academy players were gone. But honestly, none of them really looked appetizing. That sounds mental, but none of them really looked that good. The only bad side is now our youth staff is gone. Our youth staff is gone. And what else is gone is we have money. We actually have more money, so that's not gone. I'm going to change that to make that, what was it, 3 mil? I'll make it 3 mil. And then, yeah, but first, maybe I just spend it on trying to get my scouts back, trying to get my 4-star, 5-star scouts back, so we'll do that. I'm working on the loan deal of Yunus Musa again to try and get him back. And we got all of our guys back, so yeah, we'll send these guys out on the 1st of February for 3 months. To each one, and then we'll force that, and then ying, bing, bing, boom. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of this money. And starting 11, it's going to be the same exact starting 11 that we took down Luton Town with, and here we go. We're going to actually go ahead and put, if we can, maybe we won't, thinking about it. Yeah, no, we won't. We will just go into the game like that. Let's get into it. Out wide to Eric Kunda. Eric Kunda, is this your level? Crossed it. Oh, okay, that was a horrible. What the heck was that? Bergval to Francisco. And Francisco will find the back of the net. 1-0 to Bolton. Lucas, still Lucas. Lucas, Balogun will make it 2-0. 15 minutes in. Gale gets one back from Mansfield. Balogun. Francisco Conchayo now. And Francisco Conchayo. We got to get that 3rd. We got to get that sealer. Bergval might be the answer. He is the answer. 3-1 to Bolton, and we're going to pick up a win here. Back-to-back wins for Bolton. That hasn't happened since the championship season. And that is game over. Bolton 3, Mansfield Town 1. We move on in the FA Cup, but back-to-back wins more importantly. And he did agree to come. He was on the loan list. I guess he was available for loan. I don't know if he was loan listed, but he was available for loan. And so we loan him in. Yunus Musa. He was actually a target to bring in on a permanent deal in the summer. We make him a loanee for the winter, for the half of the season. 6 months on loan, hopefully to look us to survive and stay in the Premier League. And then he can go back to his parent club and possibly be in the Premier League next season anyway. I got blue balled, bro. I thought I was going to have a good month. Where the heck did Leeds United go? Why? Where did Leeds United go? Why did Leeds United go all the way to April 24th? I got fired on the 5th, by the way. I got fired on the 4th or the 5th. So that Crystal Palace game wasn't a Crystal Palace game. It was the Luton team where we won 4-1. What in the heck is going on? Well, we have Chelsea now. So yeah, we'll quick sim that and lose that. So we lose 2-0. So that's unfortunate. Just chaos, I guess. Well then, Arnold Jacobs has been loaned out to Victoria for the next 6 months. We'll see him grow over the next course of the season, as well as William Reed has been loaned out to French side Havre AC for the next 7 months. Hopefully, getting some first team football there. To be honest, I don't feel like playing this game right now. So we are going to sim through it here in the FA Cup against Middlesbrough. Yunus Musa in the starting 11. Let's hope for the best here. Elliot Anderson makes it 1-0. Balogun makes it 2-0. And Bangura gets one back. It's 2-2. Azaz level things up here. See, the thing is, I don't really care if I continue on in the FA Cup, to be completely honest. And Balogun gets the lead back, 3-2. And Irakunda makes it 4-2. And Balogun makes it 5-0. And that is game over. A 5-0 win. We'll take it, I guess. 5-0? 5-2 win. We'll take it. We move on to the FA Cup. We are doing no business on deadline day, so we just go ahead and skip it. And then on the 1st, we'll have a scout report once we send the scouts out. And we're going to start things off here in England. And it's looking like we are going to get nothing off of this scout report. Maybe this guy, 750K. We'll bring him in at 16 years. We'll bring him in. And then over to Australia for the first time. This is the, I want to say obscene country, but a random country that's not a normal one that we would go to, like the big nations. To be honest, those kind of, we just recycle those. And then over to Spain, one of the big nations that we do recycle, and I just signed that kid on accident. But this guy, Masquera, he had good potential, good overall, terrible potential. And as long as I'm concerned, Bates is our first youth academy player in the squad, which is absurd, but it's the way of the road, I guess. And now it's time for us to get battered against Liverpool and Arsenal. So we'll just quick sim that. We'll get battered by them. We lose 2-0, and we lose 2-0 back-to-back games. That's actually going to be the end of this episode. When we come back, we'll have February against Brighton and Norwich. Hopefully get a win against Norwich. Hopefully get a win against Brighton. We'll also have Manchester City and maybe the FA Cup against Leicester City, considering how things goes down. We end the episode in 19th. We are 9 points off of safety, so we need a massive, massive run, and we need Wolves or Luton Town to struggle. And it's looking unlikely for kind of both of us. We'll see what happens, though, next. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.